Hi, I have a new microphone and I'm very nervous because I'm using it for the first time and my boyfriend is out of town and he's the one who set it up. So I hope that it works. I also bit my lip yesterday so hard and I don't know if I'm talking weird. It feels weird, so whatever, it doesn't matter. We're gonna play with some new makeup. I have a bunch of new makeup and I just wanna play with it. Some stuff that I'm excited about, some stuff that I'm like a little about, you know? So that's what we're doing. We're gonna try some new stuff. And also in one of, hold for sound. In one of my last videos, it might have been my last video, I was wearing a eyeshadow look that everybody loved and it was so simple. So I'm just gonna use some of the new makeup and I'm just gonna show you that technique. It's nothing super fancy, but people wanted to see it, so we're gonna do that today. Also, I'm aware that some people are not wild about this beige background. I'm currently trying to update my like more atmospheric background because I know a lot of people didn't like that, but I liked having the windows in the background, so I'm working on making it look a little more pleasing. So I don't know, that might come into view soon. God, I really hope the audio sounds nice. It should be more full sounding. And I was using a Lav before, which was very tingy and it really picked up mouth sounds. So I'm really hoping that this doesn't do that. Okay, so for my base, I've switched back to Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. Dewy Skin Cream, no. Water cream? Is it just water cream? Tatcha water cream? Did I say Tatcha? Oh my God, my mind is all over the place right now. All right, for my base, all I did was rinse with a little bit of water. I misted with my Aven mist, and then I went in with the Tatcha water cream. Then, once that's set, I applied my Beauty of Chosun sunscreen. So that's what we have right now. I'm going to be using the Win Beauty foundation. This is Serena Williams brand. This is a hydrating skin enhancing tint, I guess, with SPF 30. So I'm wearing SPF 50 right now. Oh, this is called the Featuring You skin tint. That's kind of a cute name. I used this in my first video back where I was talking to you guys about like, you know, my break. And it like really wasn't working, but I had a different base on. I was kind of like playing with different skin prep. So I'm gonna give it another shot. I've got two colors here. Explore 15 and Being 105. Explore is the lightest one, and it looks a little too light, so I think I might use this one, which has like a little bit more of a yellowy tone to it. Ooh! It might be a little dark, but I don't know, whatever, who cares? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this product. You gotta shake it up. Turns out you gotta shake it up. Okay, that's a little better. So I'm going to apply it with the sponge that it came with, which I have to say I'm a little disappointed in. It's very large and it's soft, which is nice, but I've only washed it twice and it's split already. So that's kind of disappointing. So let's see. Oh, and it smells very much like sunscreen, by the way. How close can I bring my little mirror? Ooh, I can bring it much closer now. Okay. Can actually see what I'm doing. I am growing my pixie out a little bit. Not long, but I'm growing it out a little bit. Okay, so this is a skin tint. It's looking a lot better now than the first time I used it. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if it was obvious. It was a chatty video, so I kind of like cut through a lot of stuff. I wasn't showing every little detail, but it just like, it was patchy and kind of pilly, especially around the outer perimeter of my face, and I really didn't like it. So this is looking a lot better though. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. There's like a couple little spots where it's, oh no. Oh no. It's the same thing is happening. Can you see this breakage that's happening. I'm getting breakage. And maybe my skin is a little dry there and it's clinging to the patches a little bit. I did use tretinoin last night. Sometimes that can happen. But it's strange because my skin looks well enough hydrated. It just looks like it's getting patchy. I don't know. The shade looks nice. It's Being 106. I'm gonna do another thing of it. So I think my problem with skin tints, especially the ones that contain SPF, because I'm assuming that this is mineral SPF, just based on the formula and how it smells. And mineral SPF, one of the reasons that it took me so long to find a good, it's also oxidizing quite a bit. The color changes quite a bit. So it's probably gonna look a little bit darker. Mineral SPF just kind of always pill on me, or they end up making my skin really dry. So I don't know. This is an experiment. We're trying new makeup. I have a feeling, but I'm not gonna like it. It's also like makeup, like a skin tint with SPF 30. It doesn't I'm sorry. What's that? What is that? What is that? Yeah, it's pilling up like crazy. I don't think it has anything to do with the state of my skin. I think it's the sunscreen. It's really annoying. What I was trying to say is that applying a foundation, like you have to paint this on. It's only SPF 30. So you have to paint it on, which no one is doing with a skin tint. No one is doing with a foundation to be able to actually get the benefits of the SPF, right? Which is why I'm wearing it over SPF 50. And I thought, you know, if it plays nicely with my other SPF, then, you know, I don't mind the added bonus of layering SPF. But yeah, I've got quite a bit of patchiness happening and I don't like it. I don't like it. So my initial reaction, it kind of stands. The color is okay, but it is turning a little bit orangey on my skin. And it's a tint, so you can't really see it that much. But yeah, patchiness, bro. Oh God. Okay, look. This is my problem with all mineral SPFs. They always just like get patchy and break up. Like this is just no bueno for me. I would just rather use my Beauty of Chosun sunscreen and then go in with a regular foundation, you know? Oh, this is annoying because I actually have shit to do today. I'm gonna have to deal with this base. Not a huge fan. Not the end of the world, not the complete end of the world, but it's not a product. It's just not a product that I'm gonna be picking up, you know? It's a fail for me. It's gonna go in my nope. I have a little bin. It's gonna go in my nope bin. Oh, it's so nice to not be wearing a love. I can like get up and freely move around. All right. So Makeup by Mario. Makeup by Mario. You guys already know I talked about in my makeup that I'm excited about, the serums, which I'm still loving. I kind of stopped using the bronzer, but I'm really loving the fair one to contour with as just like a much more lightweight contour. I really like the formulas of these. He sent me a package recently with sculpt sticks, the shaping sticks, which I know he had for a while. So I don't actually know if these are like brand new or if they were just to accompany the blushes that he sent, because he sent some new blushes. The only problem is the blush colors are really not, this blush color right here is just like a little too close to a burnt orange to be complimentary on my skin. So yeah, it's called Soft Peach. I don't know, I haven't used it yet, but by looking at it, I'm like, oh, I don't think that color is really gonna work for me. However, I do like the sticks. So he sent fair and light. So I'm gonna use fair to contour today, which is, I would say, pretty similar in color to the, here, I'll give you a little swatch. Oh, I burned myself. And like way worse than I thought I did. It's actually really painful. Here, I'll give you a swatch. This is Fair in the stick. And then Fair in the serum. Just to see if there's like a difference here, really. Big difference in formula, obviously. The stick is like a nice soft matte. So serum versus stick. I would say the serum is a little more, it's got like a little bit more of a yellowy tone, and the stick has a little bit more red, like leaning more towards red and purple, you know? I think that's why I like this. This is really nice, but whatever, we're gonna use this today. A little up here, a little up here. Around the jaw. It does come with a blending brush. I never use these. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's nude sticks, if it's this. I'm never using a travel, like not a travel, an on-the-go kind of like brush. I don't know why. You can take it out so that you can like wash it and stuff. And I think it's the same with nude sticks, which is nice, but I just never use them. I don't know. There's something about it that just bothers me, so I don't use it. What are you looking at? Stop it. Stop looking at it. What? Why are you being so weird? So it blends nicely. It's just, yeah, it's a soft matte, you know. I would say that it's like very similar to like my Anastasia. Not a whole lot of difference there. I think I probably like my Anastasia color a lot better though. And in terms of like, it's fine. It's definitely a soft matte. So if you're not looking for a serum, if the serum doesn't appeal to you, these are nice. They blend well. Nothing to really write home about. Yeah, this color is just like, it's just not the one that I would choose for my skin tone personally, but it's fine. It works. Okay, we're gonna skip bronzer and go on to concealer because I'm gonna be using a powder bronzer. So, do I have a new concealer? I don't. Do I? No. I got so excited. I'm gonna speed through this part then because I don't have a new concealer. So this is stuff you've already seen. Since the foundation or the skin tint was a bit of a dud, I'm letting the concealer do a lot of work. So I went from one shade to a completely different shade, but it's fine. We'll fix it with the bronzer. Okay, I'm doing a little bit of spot concealing with Kosas 0.5 neutral and my little Rephr 23. I'm just gonna sketch out my brows real quick. And to prime my lids, I'm just gonna take a little bit of NARS Nougatine concealer. I think it's too big. Just a little bit and pop it on my eyelids, and then I'm just gonna set it with my Givenchy powder when I set the rest of my face. I'm gone old school. I'm going back to using concealer to prime my lids. I'm taking it back to 2016. And no one can tell me any differently, okay? By the way, I am still gonna do my go-to makeup, my like newer go-to makeup look, which is, I mentioned, kind of like a reverse, it's like a reverse makeup look. I don't even know how to describe it, it doesn't matter, but stay tuned. It's very wearable and it's so comfy. Another product that I've been using a lot recently is this little puff from LH Cosmetics, which is Linda Hallberg's brand. And I've had this for I don't even know how long, and I just like decided to use it. And I've never been like huge on puffs. But this one is so soft and velvety. And I tried it the other day and I'm just like kind of obsessed. So I just like tap a little bit of the powder into the cap and then pick it up on the puff, and then I'll kind of like pat it into the back of my hand so it's not like so much, and then just press gently, especially in the areas where I get oil, which is in my T-zone. And it's just so nice. I don't know why, but a lot of the time puffs, they just end up being a little too firm or something. And this one is so soft and flexible and easy, really easy to clean. I almost got rid of it because I was like, oh, I've had this for so long and I never use it. And I'm just glad that I didn't because it's really nice. I've just been finding recently that brushes and applying face powder just hasn't really been working for me. I don't know why. Shit changes, dude, when you get older. Things just change. They just randomly change. It's so annoying. Shit just randomly changes. I'm not bitter at all, but I am annoyed. I'm annoyed and I'm bitter. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I focus this mostly in the center of my face. And then for the rest of my face, like the outer perimeter, I'll just use a little bit of a brush because I kind of like to keep a little more dew on the outside of my face anyway. And I'm using this fancy rougher brush. I don't even know what this is. I just know that it's from a fancy collection. It's very expensive. I'm just gonna gently like brush this around the rest of my face. Yeah, I just don't really like, you know what? I don't really like a skin tint. I think that's the thing. I just don't really like a skin tint. Especially one with SPF, like I get it. A skin tint is difficult to wear over SPF because it's more thin and liquidy formula or whatever. So I do appreciate a skin tint that has SPF because it's like if you're gonna pick one, if you're gonna use a skin tint, you might as well use one that has frickin' SPF. But I would just rather wear my SPF. Like just, I don't know, it just seems better. All right, for bronzer, I'm gonna use, so this is random. This is the Rare Beauty finishing powder. Okay, so they came out with these finishing powders, which as far as I know, a finishing powder, I don't know, I need to Google. What does finishing powder do? Finishing powders add a final touch to your makeup, blurring imperfections and imparting a soft focus effect for a flawless finish. Okay, isn't that what powder does in general or no? Like is powder, like are we asking too much from powder? Is powder just supposed to set? Here's the thing. Rare Beauty sent me some finishing powders, okay? Now, I thought that finishing powders were supposed to be the same color as like a powder that you use to set your face. I love Rare Beauty. Let me just say, I love. There's so much. I mean, I just use their concealer. I use so many of their products. They sent me 3 shades. This was the lightest one in Buff. That was the lightest one. I'm pretty sure Buff was the lightest one. This is Golden Tan. Okay. And then this is Almond. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm using these as a bronzer because these are really dark for me. They all look really similar, to be honest. I'm so confused by this. A powder that does it all. Blurs and smooths, reduces shine and sets makeup and buildable. Yeah, this I can't set my face with this. Golden Tan looks like a really nice color. So I'm gonna use this to bronze. So at least we can get a sense for what the like formula is like. Which I actually like, I think I've mentioned this before, but setting powders, if you find a setting powder that is a beautiful shade for your skin tone, use it to bronze. Because sometimes you can actually, dude, I hate this skin tint. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. It's a no. I know I already put it in my no pile, but it's a big no for me. But yeah, anyway, if you can find a nice shade, because typically you can find more golden colors in powders, setting powders. It's using a setting powder or like this is a finishing powder as a bronzer or something is a really nice hack. because the formula is going to be gorgeous. It's going to be easy to blend. And if you can find like the right color, sometimes it can be even better than using like something that is meant to be a bronzer. So my only criticism would be I don't think that this color is necessarily perfect for my skin tone. It does look nice though. I think it's giving like a nice golden kind of, I mean, the color is golden tan, so I do like the color for my skin. I would say, let me see this. Just watch this on my, it's definitely got some tiny fine sheen to it. So it sort of looks matte in the pan, looks matte, but it's got a little bit of something in there to give it a sheen, which is, I think, ooh, that was a lot. Which as far as I know is like the point of a finishing powder. It's usually, I always thought the finishing powders were less matte than like your typical setting powder, but they had like a little bit more of a glow to them, which again, great formula for, great for a bronzer. Who doesn't want their bronzer to have a little bit of a glow to it? You know what I mean? Oh God. Okay, so we're using this to bring back a little bit of warmth to the face. That's nice. I do like the color. I actually think I might use this as a bronzer. It's actually kind of nice. Maybe, how does this compare to my tinted? Ooh, actually, you know what? Ooh. Because this is the bronzer that I was using. It's not, which is also not a bronzer, it's a setting powder. This is from Live Tinted in medium moyen, or is moyen medium in Spanish maybe? Hue Skin, I don't know what the color is, whatever. It's this in medium. It's a setting powder. And this actually looks like a nice kind of like combination of these colors. Even the outer ring is a little more red on here. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna use this as a bronzer from now on. This is my bronzer. Just building up my contour a little bit. Contour, not bronzer. Contour. A little bit more. A little bit more. Hey, do you guys want to see a video where I organize my closet? Did I ask this already? My closet in our bedroom is chaos. I mean, it's not complete chaos, but like it needs to be organized. And I kind of want to like steam a bunch of the clothes in there. So now I was thinking that maybe we would organize my closet and talk about, I'm laughing before I even say it, and talk about my my OCD treatment experience so far. Let me know if you're interested. Excuse me. All right, for blush, I have such complicated feelings about these. These are the Rhode Beauty blushes. These are Hailey Bieber's brand. They sent me the set. They were nice enough to reach out to me on social to ask me if I wanted to try them, and I said yes, please. I hope I said please. I don't love, despite the fact that it's basically the same color as my background. I don't want to hear your judgment. I don't like the color of it. Like, I don't know. There's something about it that just kind of like makes me, it looks like baby puke color or baby poop color. I don't have any babies, so I could be making that up, but that's what that makes me think of. I just don't really like the color. I don't know. Anyway, the packaging is a little questionable for me. It's pretty large, and then the actual product is like a little bit small, so you kind of have to like roll it up a lot so that you're not like accidentally hitting this shit on your face. Like if you wanted to just kind of like pat it on and then pat it in or pat it with a brush or whatever. These are very pigmented in my opinion. Now maybe it's because I'm very fair. So that could be good. Because I often hear comments from people who are more medium to deep skin and they don't like a blush that isn't super pigmented because it has a really difficult time showing up on their skin. So people who are light to fair, I would just say beware. They are pigmented, which I don't remember which one I used. Was it this one? Yeah, I think I used wait, no. What the fuck is this? I kind of want to use the coral one. Let's use the coral one today. The colors look nice. They have a bunch of different colors, for like super bright, nice summery colors. This is Spicy Marg, which I really like the color. Yeah, this is the one that I used. I did not realize how pigmented this was going to be. So yeah, I would just caution. Proceed with caution. So I'm gonna pick it up with my brush. Okay, I'm gonna pat it on the back of my hand. Do you see how much? Like that's just a lot. Like you really just don't need a lot. So to be cautious, patting it on the back of your hand is a really good idea. Which honestly with everything, but you know, sometimes you forget. You ever forget? I forgot. This is a really beautiful color though. I love the coral for summer. This is like my favorite, like, ooh, a little bit burnt color for my skin tone personally. And like quite a bit of impact, you know, even having blended most of it onto my hand. So just, it's pigmented. Always better to apply a little bit and build it up. But yeah, I do like the color. I don't really like the packaging. And the first time I used it, I was a little shocked by how pigmented they are, but it's probably a better thing for most people. That's probably my favorite color. I'm always drawn to these kinds of colors, these like hot corally colors. I'm gonna build it up a little more every single time, patting it back on the back of my hand. Okay, I like that. That's nice. So my tune has kind of changed. I still am not like the most wild. Still not the most wild about the packaging. But like whatever. I guess it's kind of cute. I slept like shit last night. Oh, and I feel like you can always tell when I've slept like shit by my under eyes, the quality of my under eyes. It's not just my dark circles looking dark, it's also like this. Do you see this? Every time I sleep like shit, this happens so much more. Like the skin underneath my eyes just gets like dry and crepey. So annoying. Whatever. Let's just cover it up with makeup. Yeah, so the eye makeup was really simple, to be honest. I was just gonna look at my face and I was like, what do I want to do today? I didn't really have an idea. Just buff this shit out a little bit. So for my eyes, I'm gonna use these new, I have these Smashbox palettes. Which one do I wanna use? I guess this one. So I have these new Smashbox palettes. This is the Bougie Vibes palette, brand new, very pretty. And then this is the, I'm not gonna use this one, but this is Earthy Vibes, which I really like, which kind of it gives me Anastasia subculture vibes a little bit, you know? This will definitely be like a fave for fall. So I'm gonna use my Sigma E45 brush, this little guy right here, and I'm gonna pick up this color right here, this one. And I'm just gonna focus the tip of the brush, very tip of the brush in the product. And then I'm gonna look straight into my mirror like this because I wanna focus on this little area right here. So that's kind of what I was looking at. I was like, I don't wanna do a basic eye look like I always do. So I'm looking straight into my mirror. Can I raise this a little? Like keeping your head really, really like straight. And I just placed it like right out here, basically. And then I just kind of like at an angle. It wasn't necessarily straight. You could take it like perfectly straight out. I kind of took it like slightly at a down angle and just buffed it back and forth, kind of softening it. So it's just like a little bit of a different take on like my typical cat eye. And I'll be honest, I had a really hard time getting them even. I had to go back and forth a lot. So just keep that in mind. But the nice thing about this brush, so I wiped off my brush a little bit. I'm just gonna press it in and then no product, buff it out. bring it in here. Okay, so all I'm doing is really blending whatever's there. No additional product, I'm just kind of moving it through, creating like hues so that this doesn't just look like a little right there, you know what I mean? Then I'm gonna pick up a little bit more on my brush, again, just on the tip. And I'm gonna build it up a little bit further. And now I have like a little bit of something that I can kind of blend into. But this is the focus. This little area right here is the focus. So I'm not trying to bring eyeshadow like all on my eyelid or in my crease, but I do want to make sure it's blending and it doesn't just look random. Unless you do want it to look random. And that is also a vibe, and I fully support it. That actually looks nice with that blush color. And obviously you can like bring it out as far as you want, but the main thing is to just look straight ahead and focus on like this area right here. So you're still like giving your eyes that lift, just a little bit different, and there's less, and it's so easy. And then using my Refer 28 brush, I'm gonna pick up that same color, and I'm just gonna buff that on my lower lash line, starting with the outer part. My lower lash line is always the same, dude. It's always the same. I don't even need to tell you. The outer part is the focus. Then I'll bring it in. Then I'll buff it down a little bit. And then this was kind of like, I wanted to define my lower lash line, and this was the second part that I did when I was doing it, because I wasn't really thinking about my makeup. I was just kind of doing my makeup. Okay. And then once I did that, I was like, oh, okay, it's a little bit bottom heavy. And then I went back up to the top and implemented some slightly darker colors just to balance it out a little bit. Because I also knew that I didn't want to wear heavy like lashes or anything. So I wanted to make sure that if I wasn't going to balance it with lashes, that I was able to do it with the makeup. With the same brush, I'm gonna go into this color, which is it's not necessarily darker, it's a little bit more cool toned though, which will help to create a little more contrast and contour. So I'm gonna use the 28, and I'm just gonna focus this right in that first area that we went. So just kind of like building up that contrast, a little more concentrated, less blendy. That first color kind of, you know, established the initial shape, and then also is acting as a guide for this. These are nice shadows, by the way, very blendy, very soft. Now I'm gonna go back to this guy, which is the E45. I always forget the name of it. It was in my set. I don't know why I always forget. And then I'm gonna pick up this kind of like peachy color. I'm picking it up on a larger surface area of the brush. Okay, and then I'm going to, once again, look straight ahead. I'm gonna place this straight in my crease and just soften. Okay. And that just kind of like softens everything and blends. Pop it in, back and forth. Bring it in here a little bit, buff it out. You know how to do makeup. Come on. So I'm taking the sponge that I applied my concealer with and just really lightly, because they're slightly uneven. This one's pointing down a little bit more, and this one's pointing like up slightly. So I'm just lifting this up a little bit to try and even them out. I think that worked. Isn't that pretty? It kind of reminds me of like Korean makeup, you know? Like I feel like this is sort of like a shape that Korean makeup sort of emulates a lot. It's just like slightly different. Plus the colors too, I feel like are, you know? So that's that, dude. That's all, literally all I did. And then I'm just gonna go in with I'm gonna wipe off my 45 and I'm just gonna go in and, cause I get creasing in my crease. Buff, buff, buff. That's what I love about this brush the most. Just pop it in, buff it. Just goes all around the eyeball. And that was literally the eye look. That was it. That was so simple. And then I just went with mascara. Wait, did I put anything on my lash line? I don't remember. Maybe I put something on my lash line. Oh, I might have put a little, I guess we can do that. What do I use? What do I use? What do I use? I have this little Sigma guy. This is the E21 brush. I'll just take a little bit. Ooh, actually, maybe I will use the, nope, that's not gonna work. Need something dark. I'm grabbing the Precious Metals palette from ColourPop. Ooh, oh my God. I love this palette. Look at this palette. I've only started playing with it a little bit, but I'm gonna grab this color. My best asset. It's just like a cool toned dark brown. And I'm gonna just place this in the very outer corner of my lash line. Just to thicken that area up a little bit. In case I decide to go in with any individuals, I'll have something to kind of hide them in, individual lashes, I mean. Plus it just thickens up the lash line a little bit, you know, makes the mascara a little more impactful. And I love using a shadow for this because it just looks so, first of all, it's easy. It's so easy to just kind of like press it into the lash line. It's soft. It's a lot harder to mess it up. As long as you have a brush that's small enough. It's like, I don't know, it's one of my favorite things to do. Okay, I just finished off my eyebrows, and then for mascara, I just have been using the Half Magic mascara. I think I used the Half Magic mascara because I used some little individuals. So yeah, that's just, I don't know, whatever. If I wasn't using, I probably should have just used my Clio today because I'm not gonna, I don't feel like putting on lashes. So I probably should have done that, but whatever. I'm trying to get used to not having such curled lashes just to see if it like changes my mind about things, but. Okay, so, we're almost done, So I have these new highlighters from Rare Beauty, which are really exciting. So these are their liquid luminizers. I have 3 colors. I have Outshine, which is this really beautiful golden color. I have Enchant, which is pink, okay, pretty. And then Enlighten, which is very much the same color as the pressed highlighter. So we're gonna use Enlighten. God, that's so ugly. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on the back of my hand. It has a doe foot, just if you were wondering. And I'm gonna use my sponge. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick it up with my sponge and then kind of like pat it out a little bit so it's evenly distributed. Ooh. Ooh, glossy. I wasn't sure what to expect with these because ooh, glossy. Because the powder highlight is so intense. So I kind of was assuming that these were gonna be like sort of just a liquid version of that where they're really, like the pearl in it is really intense. Cause it also looks like it's gonna be intense, you know? But they create a really glossy look, which I like. You know, it's not as, that looks really nice. I like that a lot. It's not as, what were those liquid highlight drops? Cover FX? Do you remember those? This is kind of a throwback. I don't know, my mind just went there. Those were like those were metallic, okay? Those were like 2016 metallic. But this is actually quite nice. I really like the way that looks. I would say it's a little more pearl and less dew than like Auric. Like Auric, I think has maybe a little bit more dew than this. That's pretty. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Okay, that's exciting. Where else do I need to hit with that? I'm gonna run on a little bit of that on my brow bone, just underneath my, almost a tailbone, the tail of my brow. What? Just keep it all dewy. I do want a little bit of shimmer in my inner corner, but I don't want to use those because I just feel like I don't want it to mix with my under eye setting powder. So I'm gonna go back into, oh, there's a hair itching my under eye. Actually, do I have anything shimmery over here? This doesn't really fit the vibe. But that could be fun. I think this is like more blue-green, but I don't know, the face is kind of all warm tones. So this is the Carla Cosmetics Lagoon Waves Seamless Satin Highlighter. So I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use Nikki's N11 brush, this one, the angled brush. And I'm just gonna press this in my inner corner on the lower lash line. Oh, that's fun. Let me give you a zoom. Yeah, I like that. That creates a really pretty contrast with all those warm tones, you know? All right, last products. I'm super excited about this. Benefit, dude. Have we seen a new product from Benefit in like 35 years? Siva, you're making a lot of noise over there. What are you doing?
Sorry, I don't understand.
What? I wasn't talking to you. Jesus. Oh, I was gonna pick up, Ziva was crawling in a bag and I was gonna pick it up and show it to you because it was cute, and then Siri ruined everything. What was I talking about? Okay, so Benefit, no offense Benefit, but it has genuinely been like 35 years since I've seen a new product from you. These are these little moisturizing matte lip tints. Listen, not the most innovative in the entire world, but look at how cute the packaging is. Such a cute little guy. So I don't know if these are all the colors, but this is what I received. I got 3 of the matte tints, lip tints, and then 3 of the moisturizing dewy lip tints, which are like slightly brighter in color. They're a little bit more bright. And then I think the lip tints are a little bit more nude, which is kind of fun. Cream Puff looks exciting and nude. What does that smell? It kind of smells like, what's the popcorn that's sweet? What's the popcorn that's sweet? You know, like crunch and munch. What the fuck? What is that called? That's so annoying. That's really gonna bother me. All right, I'm a sucker for this little. That's really cute. Okay, I'm gonna line my lips first with. I also have new nude lip liners. These might be a little dark. This one's probably good. These are new lip liners from ColourPop. The So Juicy Plumping Lip Liner. Oh no. It's not gonna like do anything to my lips, is it? So this one is in the color Tease. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It smells really minty. I don't feel any tingling. They are very creamy, which like some people like. I don't really like creamy lip liners. Color is nice. Because I like to overline a little bit, so I don't want my lip liner to be like shiny, you know? Ooh, I can feel a little bit. Can feel a little bit of tingling. I don't like that. Damn, dude. These came with some like lip oils or something. Ooh, I don't like that. It's not like horrible. It's not like a lot of plumping stuff where it hurts. It just feels a little menthol-y, you know? Just make sure this is even. Hold on. Okay. All right. I don't know about those. I don't know about those. I don't know about those. Ooh, that's actually not. That's not even. What did you do? What did you do? Okay. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, I don't love that. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna use Cream Puff from Benefit Matte Lip Tint. What is that popcorn called? Ooh, I like that color. It's nice. Ooh. I wasn't so sure about this applicator, because look at it. Kind of looks like a boot. I wasn't so sure about it. That's not bad. Ooh, I like that color. That's really pretty. How do we feel? What do you think? I think that's nice. I kind of messed it up a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the lip liner. I don't like the lip liner. And I don't like that the lip liners are creamy. They're like moving everywhere. I've like ruined everything. Hold on. I don't like that. I'm gonna grab a little bit of Well Rested from Bare Minerals. When you contour your lips, it makes it really hard to clean up if you mess up your lip liner. Ziva, you're making a lot of noise over there. Ziva's taking a bath right now. All right, that's a little better. Yeah, I don't like the lip liners. I don't like a creamy lip liner. I don't like the tingly feeling. I'm not a fan of that. I'm just not. Sorry, ColourPop. Ow, Jesus. Ooh, I really like the matte lip tint though. It's so pretty. Ziva, you are like, excuse me, ma'am. Can you go take a bath somewhere else, please? Because that's loud, and I know this mic picks up more. If you hear any nasty sounds, that's Ziva's fault, all right? I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Wherever Walnut from Makeup Forever just to do a little contouring. Because I don't like. I don't know if that did much. That's a very pretty color. I love the color. I love it. Maybe just Wherever Walnut with, what was it called? Cream Puff. Very pretty. Like that a lot. Very nice. I'm gonna go over that with one of the I don't know if they're shimmery. I haven't opened them yet. One of the more colorful glosses or hydrating lip tints. So we have like a fuchsia-y pink, maybe just a pink. And then we have this, which is a little bit deeper. And then we have a more pinky coral. I'm gonna use the pinky coral. This is called Fresh Squeezed, number 3. Ooh. Okay, different applicator, because it's like glossier. So remember, these are lip tints. Ooh. Ooh. These are layering very nicely. I'm focusing it in the center eyelet. Wow, did all of our colors come together like so nicely by accident? Oh, that's so pretty. Ooh, okay, Benefit. Sorry for all the noise. I really like those. I like both of them. They're really nice and they layer nicely. That's a beautiful lip, if I do say so myself. Despite the nerve damage, when I speak, like when I open up my mouth, this top part of my lip right here, I bit like inside underneath it a little bit. This top lip, I feel like I have no nerves in it, like it's numb. I hope that resolves itself, truly. There is a hair on my lip that I need to get rid of. All right, guys, here's a close-up of the finished makeup. I'm happy with, oh, I was gonna say I was happy with everything. I don't like the skin tint. That's the only thing though. Everything else I like. The finishing powder is very pretty. That's gonna work beautifully as a bronzer. I love the lip products. Love. Ooh, love. Very rare that I love a lip tint. Love that. Gorgeous. Highlighter I think is beautiful. I'm very happy with the way that looks. It layers with that blush nicely. Now that I'm aware that the, sorry, mic, I gotta check the mic. Now that I know that they're very pigmented and I knew how much to go in with, I really like the color. Very, very pretty. Definitely a summer color for me. I like the eyeshadows. They blended really nicely. Obviously this isn't like, you know, the most difficult test for them because we barely have any eyeshadow on, but they did blend really, really nicely. I like the color. Probably should put a little more translucent powder on my eyes, but I don't really care. This from Auric Cosmetics, gorgeous. So pretty, love the pop next to like the warmer tones. What else did I use? Ziva, can you stop tickling? You're tickling my leg. I think that's it. Oh, the contour sticks. Nice formula. You know, if you don't like the serums and you want a matte stick, I would just say like that swatch between the fair colors, a little bit different with the matte stick formula. But if the serum is just like too lightweight or too dewy for you, then maybe you go for the matte stick. I don't know. Personally, as a person who like tends to lean more oily, I find the serums to be really, really nice. So that's something to keep in mind. Just trying to pretend that maybe a non-waterproof mascara will hold my lashes up, but you know. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any of these products, if you're planning on picking any of them up, what your thoughts are. I'm particularly interested in, I've already put that in my nope bin, but in if you've tried the Win Skin Tint. She has some, speaking of lip tint type things, she has some lip tints or oils that are just at the bottom of this bin that I have. I have a lot of new stuff in here. And I haven't had a chance to try them, so I will continue to try the brand. But personally, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, so you just let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please comment, subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you in the next one. Any suggestions you have, leave them in the comments below. That's it, dude. Let me know what you think about the audio.